How everybody doing? So we're gonna get started a little bit early here tonight. As we jump on the first live stream, I definitely want to start doing these live streams a little bit more often. Get opportunity for everybody to kind of get questions in and just be a little bit more transparent as a league of all the developments and things that we got going on. Ton of work been going into this. I know everybody's excited. We're bringing a lot of great brands back, but it's still a lot more work to do. A lot of exciting announcements going to be made here in the coming days, and we're really looking forward to it. Throughout this process, my approach to bringing spring football back has been very different. I think, I caused quite a bit of issues throughout the industry, and one of the things I wanted to do was really put, if I was going to do it, put a league in a position for long-term success. And some of the things in terms of how business was done, I didn't collaborate with. It didn't sync well with me. I felt as though some of the business wasn't set up right for long-term success, and I'll get into that as we get more into the live streams and really begin to bring you guys behind the curtain of the business and of the industry, and give you guys a better understanding in terms of, I know a lot of you guys and throughout a lot of these markets have had teams that you were really behind, but for whatever reason those teams didn't survive. If you look at the history of the industry, there's been over 100 plus teams that have come and gone, and really it comes down to the business of it. There wasn't enough revenue streams in terms of how things were set up, and that's one thing I was very, very, very against, of making sure that when we did take flight, that it was going to make sense for not only us in the short term but the long term. So a lot of you guys have been emailing throughout the week, with your questions and some of the things that you would kind of like me to jump into. And I'll do that. I took some notes, and I'll do that and get into a couple of things that I feel like is important for us to begin to discuss. But we're going to be, don't feel any type of way if I don't answer your questions here tonight. The goal is to be having these a little bit more often and really just begin to open up and really begin to bring you guys into our world in terms of spring football and be a league that's not only doing things the right way, but do a league that's very open with its fan base as well. So that's the overall goal. Again, I want to introduce myself. I didn't do that first, but I am the commissioner, Joe McClendon. I am the man really running around with 1,000 hats on right now to make sure that we do things the right way. But it's most important, if you get anything from these discussions, is do it the right way, or continue to work on it and continue to revamp your plan until you get it right. And I think we have really hit it this time. I think some of the deals that we're going to announce here very soon, I think everybody's going to be really excited about that. And you're going to begin to see the overall plan in terms of what we all have envisioned is not only our spring football teams being here and providing great entertainment, but we feeling good as a fan base and as a community in the industry, that those teams are set up the right way. They're going to be here for a long time. Our overall goal is to have all teams start and finish, and have all teams still remain in the league for the duration, in terms of how long how long we plan to be around, which is several years. So really looking forward to it. So I'm going to jump into some questions, to kind of get this thing rolling. All right, as far as kickoff, somebody anxious about season tickets, want to know when tickets will be made available for the season. Season tickets will be made available here in the next couple of weeks. We got a lot of announcements before that I think are very important. Just to put tickets on sale without these first announcements, I think is a little premature. Because when you do purchase, I want you to really be excited. I want you to have confidence in the product and what's going to be going on. So the coaching announcements, the stadium announcements, uniforms and those things. I think a little bit. We're gonna do that before we kind of go full throttle with season ticket sales. So, but tickets will be made available. You will be able to make those purchases on your team website. Those 8 teams that we have announced that's going to go for year 1. Those teams will have those season tickets available for you guys, and we're really looking forward to that. Coaches announcements. Coaches announcements will be made soon. We still got one or two more hires to finish up with. I didn't want to announce the coaches individually. We're going to announce them all together, really begin to get the information out. But we got a couple more hires to make. We in the interview process now. We're hoping to have that finalized here by the end of the month. Player tryouts are happening now. We do have showcases, 3 player showcases that we are hosting. Those player showcases, we have our first one out of Dallas, and there is an announcement with that one. There is snow in Dallas this weekend, so I want all the guys to really be attentive to the website. There may be a schedule adjustment because of the weather. My understanding is going to be down to the low 30s this weekend, so we may make an adjustment there as far as the workout time for Dallas this weekend. We want guys to have the best chance to kind of come out and show what they can do. And with snow and cold weather, that's probably not going to put us in those young men in the best situation. So be looking for to the website for that. Where I believe we're going to have an announcement here about tomorrow morning as far as those schedule adjustments. We spoke with the UTA and see what kind of. See what we can do as far as schedule adjustments. I don't want guys not be able to put forth their best effort and not be in a situation where they are not, they're not. It's not a safe environment. So that's really important for us. So be looking for an announcement as far as with the player showcases. The additional showcases, we will be in Atlanta. Atlanta is tremendous amount of talent in the metro area. We'll be in Atlanta hosting, and I think it's an easy destination for guys to travel to who are coming from out of town. You got a lot of guys that'll be coming into town from all over the country, but Atlanta, the airport there is it's pretty good, very accessible for everybody to get there. So Atlanta's going to be we'll be hosting that tryout later this spring, and Tampa. We definitely want to get down to the state of Florida. Tremendous amount of talent there. Get down there and see what kind of guys we can get out there as far as the player workouts in Tampa. So be looking out for that one as well. All these player trials, player showcases as we call them. You can find all the information on the league and the team websites. Please go to gongl.com and you'll be able to find all that information as far as player workouts and those things. Okay, next is health insurance. Does the league provide health insurance for players? Yes, we do. We do provide health insurance and medical staffing for the players when they're with us throughout the season to make sure guys can bounce back and be as healthy as they possibly can to get through the year. I feel like the staff and the groups that our teams are partnering with do pretty good in terms of the service they'll provide. Because at the end of the day, in this sport, we know it could be pretty rough. So it's important that we have some solid medical staff. Our stadium announcement, we talked about that. Those stadium announcements will be made here very soon. I'm really excited with the route we did decide to go. I think one of the biggest questions a lot of folks that always ask is why am I so adamant about taking this sport outdoors? I think it's really time for the industry to grow up, and what I mean by grow up is keeping the sport indoors kind of limits teams in terms of revenue streams. Teams for years have been in a position where they do some markets do an excellent job of driving traffic to the venues. Those teams and those organizations spend their marketing dollars and work extremely hard to bring folks in to the venues. But for the marketing dollars they spend, they're not rewarded with all the revenue streams. What I mean by that is several of those teams and several teams throughout some of the leagues before have only been able to take in revenue from ticket sales, merchandise, and really that's kind of it for some of them. Depending on how their deals are structured, those teams spend a tremendous amount of money on the marketing end, but are not able to tap into every revenue stream that their marketing dollars have put to work for them. And what I mean by that is food and beverage revenue, alcohol revenue, naming rights revenue, pouring rights revenue, um, and then just additional fees in hosting other events besides just their scheduled um, 7 to 8 games that they host per year. I think when you get into the sports industry, your margins are very thin, and it's not an industry in which from one year to the next you're making a tremendous amount of revenue because your margins are thin. But you are able to really put a lot of work in and create an atmosphere and a strong fan base that folks continue to come to the turnstiles for you. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to tap into all the revenue streams, you're kind of limiting yourself, and I think that's what's kind of has always hindered the industry. You just can't live off ticket sales and merchandise sales alone. No other professional league tries to do that but us in terms of spring football, and that's just not just not fair. We got it's time for us to grow up and really begin to try to tap into all the revenue streams that your hard work and marketing dollars really go out there to create, and that's what we are as a league. That's our overall goal. Is to try to tap into as many revenue streams as possible. So I think we've really did the homework. And put ourselves in the absolute best position for that. And I'm really looking forward to being able to kind of display that this year. We'll have more of it'll be a shortened schedule. Um, what we're doing is each team will go out and compete in 12 games, and then we'll have the teams with the best record. We'll host a championship game, and have those teams, two teams, compete for the championship, and really get our first gridiron bowl underneath us. And I really think that's going to give us a lot of momentum as we go into 2026. Okay. I'm gonna get back into some of these questions. Um, am I concerned with the previous attempts of hurting? Well, yes. What I mean by that, what this question is asking is, previously, we've really been wanting to do this, but before I think we were too focused with staying indoors, and me, my negotiating, causing a ruckus in terms of how I wanted my deal structured, and not everybody always agreeing with me, and really trying to put out a bad rep on me, but it is what it is. I wasn't here to fight in social media. That wasn't my goal. My overall goal was, I was well aware of everything that was really going on, and my overall goal was to really put the hard work in terms of from a structural standpoint, be a league that's absolutely the strongest that's out there. So, yeah, there's some folks that don't like us, but that's okay. The business ain't about people liking. This business is about really putting a great product out on the field, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm not here to be anybody's friend. I'm here to really put a great product out on the field, serve these markets with some great family friendly entertainment, and at the end of the day, the industry needs somebody to come in here and kick some ass. Because I'm sorry, a lot of stuff that's been going on as far as um, with the industry and great teams and great franchises not being able to sustain is really telling. Somebody need to come in here and knock some things around. As they say, somebody need to come clean the swamp. And if I got to be the guy to do it, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna do what I got to do. So I want you guys to feel and know that I'm always gonna fight for not only for the players, but also for the fans in terms of really bringing some teams that's gonna stay around. Okay. Next, we talked about coaching announcements. We'll have those soon. Player rosters. Yes, we will. There'll be 22 man game day rosters that these teams will compete with every week. So we'll have 22 guys that'll be active. There'll be another 4 guys that'll be inactive. So total roster of 26 players. And we're really trying to put those teams in a position where, with what they call a taxi squad. So those inactive players, what we call a taxi squad, we carry a little bit more than usual. Most leagues carry maybe 2 guys. We're going to carry 4. And that's just a case of injury and things that may come up to us. Guys get sick, things that may come up. I don't necessarily want the product to fall off as much. And being able to have guys that can step right in, that's been in the program, that can go in there and, kind of make some things happen. Don't want to be in a position where we bringing guys in from out of town and just rushing them into action. I don't think that's safe for the players, and not always the best product for the fans. So a little bit larger taxi squad than usual. But at the end of the day, that's what we're going to do. So for the most part, a lot of the questions, for the main questions, a lot of them will repeat. I'm not going to, continue to just repeat a lot of those questions, but we will start doing a live stream every week with myself, because I think a lot of you guys need to hear directly from the top on what's going on and different questions that you guys may have, and guys want to hear my voice and see what I'm actually doing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open up. Not only will we be doing live streams, we'll do some coaches vlogs, player vlogs, a lot of other things as camps get ready to start later on the spring, to really bring you guys into it behind, that you guys know everything that's really going on. And I think you guys are going to appreciate the amount of hard work that really goes into this, but also know that we're not building for the short term, we're building for the long term. There's a long-term goal in terms of things that we hope to achieve as a league, and I think we got the right people, and then I think you also got a guy that's from a leadership standpoint. When I speak for fans, I want you guys to know you got a guy when I go into these meetings, and I'm sitting with a lot of different people from city councilmen, mayors, and I'm speaking with companies and just an abundance. My overall goal is I want what's best for the league. You got a guy I don't care to be liked. I don't care to be anyone's friend in there. I want what's best for the league and what's best for the league in the long term. That's what I'm fighting for. That's what I get up for every day. I really live this, and I just want to do it and give you guys something to be proud of, because I think we all need it. It's been so many teams come and go. Some of the most decorated franchises in the industry has ever seen have come, and they've always left, and we're going to change that. We're going to change that. We're going to make it where these teams can survive. And I think our business plan and our approach, even though it ain't as popular, and we had to kick a lot of doors down to make it happen, I think we've done necessary work. I'm really, really proud and excited to start getting some of these announcements out. So guys, be looking forward to to more news and announcements coming soon. Also, we're going to do these live streams. I will make an announcement in terms of our regular weekly live stream, schedule. Be looking for that as well. Right now, I think we're going to go Wednesdays and Sundays. I think that'd be great for you guys to get stay in your face, and at the same time, you guys be able to get all of those questions in. So really looking forward to it. Just short tonight. These live streams probably gonna keep them about 30 minutes, a piece. But really look forward to working with a lot of these guys, hearing from a lot of you guys, working with a lot of you guys, meeting a lot of you guys, and then also really getting to the nitty gritty as you guys get your questions every week. Whatever you got, may have, guys. Always just go to the league website, or you can send your your questions in by email to info@gongl.com. Again, that's info@gongl.com, and we'll get into them every week. Look forward to it. Thank you guys for taking the time, and look forward to talking to you guys later on this week. All right.